Right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Hella while you're at it.
We've detached. Let's get out of here. Jump. Nice work.
Alpha Office, you aimless vessels. Word. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm. Urgent.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you was some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right? Nah, I'll be alright. Just, you know, wasn't trying to move around too much with all the painkillers and nausea meds running through me.
You should let us help you. There's no reason for you to have to suffer needlessly.
Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. Barrett was all, "Sorry, brother, I'll get us out of this. Trust me." Oh, I'm getting to that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these early whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns. Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. Through to the flight console. Dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was, smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Then he did the little finger gun thing. Oh yeah, probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers? So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone. Yeah, you know, you're really the one who should be upset about all this. Me, laying here, half-conscious, real inconvenience. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go. Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming. Yeah, just, don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is... Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Ready to wisecrack with the best of them. Let me know when you want to head out.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock. Phew, oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. For a second there, You got it. Catch you on the flip side, boss. Thanks for letting me tag along.
Nice to see you.
This assignment reminds me of New Homestead. Boring.
Remember our last conversation when you told me the artifacts made your mind and body feel out of sync? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Well, there's no reason to be jealous. They were just, I don't know, different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Really? Well, for me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. I wasn't gunning for her spot. In fact, everyone at Constellation was surprised when she announced she was retiring and moving to Parima 2. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go. I heard that the walls of Aquila City were built to prevent nocturnal predators from overrunning the place. Bye.
Hey, hold up! So, Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
I know you like Henry, but
What? There's something wrong?
Sam said it tasted off. It was off. Gladys said it was fine. Then she dumped her whole glass on the floor when she thought I wasn't looking.
No.
I don't think we should carry Henry's stuff anymore. Our regulars have stopped ordering his old stuff, too.
I'll break the news to Henry.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just a solid favor.
The rock isn't exactly massed, but as seats of government go, it's still quite an impressive structure.
A good business person shouldn't let their personal attachments become an obstacle to success. I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense? Something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you. It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even... Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just... Nice to really be heard for once. Thanks.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
Let's be certain to stock
how
up
have you
on some
been?
extra
Staying out of
ammunition before
trouble?
we explore the wilderness around the city.
Didn't I say it was all for a good cause? Things here have been... well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research. I did, repeatedly. In fact, so much that he asked me to stop, so I apologized for that, repeatedly. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. We're on speaking terms, but he still gets agitated. I don't want to make things worse. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could go speak to him? If nothing else, it would ease my conscience.
You have a death wish or something?
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly after? Maybe I will. Let's see where this goes. So what can I do for you? Right to the point then. Ah, that woman, I swear. Even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to strike a nerve without even trying. I'm not quite sure, if I'm being honest. It's a gut feeling. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man and say, I told you so. I'll give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And maybe grab the biggest gun you got. Just in case. All right. You know, Kioni showed me her data. She's a clever kid. She's got a lot of things figured out. I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be. Bigger, faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen. But, I tell you...
Hey, there'll be plenty of time for shooting later.
Need to tell her I said that. Wouldn't want it going to her head. All right, here we are. Let's head this way. I remember a story from the first time I was here. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often, we get independent types who think that they can succeed if everyone else is failed. Some of them stride off until anyone in history, mining, botany stuff, whatever. He drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. Claimed he seen an Ashta big as a house out there. The older guys all say he was delirious. Me, well, I was just maybe I should have come out here a long time ago. Shit, that's gotta be it. No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and tell them about this. You hear me?
You picked the wrong fight. Another loser, another notch in my gun.
If we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no way I'd be standing right now.
There's no way we could allow that to happen.
I mean, it does and it doesn't, you know? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. Oh, don't worry about me. Thanks again for saving my ass.
Rock might have it. Another day, another shift.
So, what happened? No, he didn't. There's no way Davis would say that, even if it's true. But it is true, isn't it? My data was accurate. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake, that I stuck my nose into something I shouldn't have. Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they did, didn't they? Yes, you're right. I need to reevaluate all the existing data. Who knows what else we can get out of it? I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway, thank you. Again.
My manor in the core has been approved by both the mayor and the historical committee. Nuts. It's an unfurnished one-bedroom. It's a very convenient... Are you interested? A shame. Well...
Maybe I should switch from terror to tranquility. Less caffeine, more herbs.
Go for it.
Good to be back on board.
Time to leave this place behind. Aim point reached. Orbit stable.
trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost. We're not asking for charity. We have some credits. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth. It's just dead. The whole unit is like a brick now. No power readouts, the diagnostic log only says it's offline. Well, what we can read. I think some of the warnings are in Cyrillic. You know, those old Russian letters. If you can find or buy some iron, it's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
Beginning landing cycle.
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
goddamn cold here. I'm going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
Good to see you.
Liftoff looks good. Systems. Hell of a view from here. this bird on the ground.
Quick piece of advice. We hear the name Benjamin Bay, and we should duck the other way. Fast. See that shroud covering me on? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck the credits. See that shroud covering me on? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run and we open fire. What was the plan, Masha? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it. So...
Pointing to the Astral Lounge. I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes, of course.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Bullseye, your home away from home here on Neon. Our beds are full.
Look at you. Beautiful, unique, original, bored. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see?
So you're telling me I have to take my entire load of alcohol back to New Atlantis?
That's right. Every damn crate.
All right, let's cut the crap. This is because I refuse to pay Bay's ridiculous tariff on my goods, right?
I don't make the rules, lady. Just take your job, load it back on your ship.
Harder for yourself. Stop in the name of the law!
You're under arrest. No sudden moves. Good. We don't need any more trouble today. I heard there's shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Got a problem?
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to... I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Ready to party? Let me get you a drink.
Oh, you know it!
Time to party. Go have some fun.
Hey there.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity?
Those chimeras really pack a punch.
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Why do you think I'm here?